Welcome, friend. I am so excited to be with you. I am Ashley Clarke of Earthkeeper Yoga, and I am here in my studio in Birmingham, Alabama, and I am wishing you well. So for today's class, it would be really great if you could have access to a couple of yoga blocks as well as a bolster and a yoga blanket, but those are just terms. If you happen to have a couple of thick books, you had a very firm pillow, and then you had a thick beach towel, you'd have everything that you need. So grab those things and meet me right here on the mat. All right, friend, as we get started today, I'm going to invite you into whatever shape that feels like it would nourish you right now. So we're going to start nice and slow, find some quiet and some stillness. So if a comfortable seat works for you, I invite you into that shape. But if lying on your back is where you want to be today in this moment, I invite you to find that as well. And when you find whatever serves, I invite you to go ahead and let your eyes close or find that soft gaze towards the floor. And allow yourself just to take an inhale through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. And let the breath return to just a normal in and out, not changing anything about it other than I invite you to let that breath move in and out of your body through your nose. And if you need to move in this moment, move. But if it is stillness that you are craving, find that. I invite you to begin to observe what your physical body, what your emotional body, your mental body are telling you right now. Is it that I need to move or I need the stillness? And this is your practice, so how will you answer? As you begin that tuning in and that observing, I invite you to allow that breath in and out through your nose to deepen, to elongate, to take up more space. Notice if you can take an extra sip at the top of each inhale and release just a little bit deeper, pressing the belly further in towards your back with each exhale. Just meditating on this breath moving in and out of your body. And taking in the freshness and releasing what no longer serves. And softening just a bit more where you can. Let's give it 3 more breaths. Beautiful, last one. And as you're ready, I invite you to just go ahead and flutter those eyes back open. Welcome. However you're showing up for yourself right now, allow that to be. For today's class, our theme is allow. So as we begin, I'm going to invite you back up to a comfortable seat. Find some length through the spine. Let the tailbone hang off right off the front of that blanket or beach towel. Press the tailbone into the mat and lengthen through the crown of the head. Let the shoulders soften. Notice if any part of your body is tilting forward or tense. Soften, but keep the integrity of the spine. When you've found your seat, I invite you to take another really deep inhale in through the nose, sipping in that little extra breath at the top, and then exhaling it through the mouth, finding that extra little release at the end. Beautiful. Go ahead and close your eyes or find that soft gaze. Check the position of the crown of the head, chin parallel towards shoulders. And begin to come into the breath again as you spiral the nose to the right, starting really small. Using each breath cycle to expand larger. And keeping the shoulders relaxed. And the breath in and out through the nose. And seek out every little movement that happens, using the breath as the guide. Letting the circle and the breath expand. And finding the largest part that is comfortable in your body. And then coming to a pause at the end of the next exhale. Beginning to circle wider back the opposite direction. Maybe allowing the breath to slow just a bit. And sending some awareness to the lower body. Allowing it to soften all the way down to the soles of your feet. And beginning to really let that circle grow smaller and that spiral shape. Using the next 2 long breath cycles to bring yourself back into stillness in the center. And reconnecting with that cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, finding the sip at the top and the extra little release at the bottom. Beautiful. Flutter the eyes back open. Bring the chin down towards the chest. Let the fingers temple on either side of the hips. Shine the heart forward. Press the tailbone in and then release through the legs. Notice the natural curvature in the spine. Take an inhale. And then exhale, slowly lift the chin up towards the skies. Stretch through the throat. And let the jaw open. Close it again. Send the right ear over to the right shoulder and then down towards the center of your chest. Send the left ear over to the left shoulder. And then bring the head back to center. Relax the body. Take an inhale through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. Beautiful. Before we put any weight on the hands, let's give them a little love. So maybe just send the arms out long in front, intention to pull the shoulders back in line with the upper body. And take an inhale. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And the exhale, send those palms down towards the inside of the forearms, big stretch through the back of the wrist, and then send the fingers up on the inhale. And exhale, round it in. Two more. Beautiful. Inhale, send the arms up over the head, shine the palms up towards the sky. Relax the shoulders and the hips simultaneously on the exhale. Inhale here. And exhale, gentle forward fold, letting the back, low back round, sending the shoulder blades apart, letting the hands come to the earth. Chin rounds in towards chest, deep breath. Beautiful. Slowly bringing yourself up. You can move any props out of the way. We're going to come to hands and knees. And as you do this, if you'd like something under the knees, you can unfold your blanket or beach towel just to find some cushion and support underneath the knees. Keep the knees just a little bit closer than hip width. So when we normally have knees stacked under hips, see if you can bring them just a little bit closer. They don't have to touch, but they nearly are. And then you're going to send your fingertips towards the top of the mat. Lengthen through the spine, and then take an inhale. Exhale, sit the hips back, child's pose, big stretch through the back. Find that exhale. And then as you inhale, slowly send the body forward so that the pelvis dips. Lift the chin. Inhale, coming back into that child's pose. And exhale, moving forward. Gentle with yourself here, inhaling back. And exhaling forward. And take an inhale, send the hips back. Release the arms, let them slide back just a bit. And come into that child's pose. Maybe the elbows come to the mat, forearms rest. Head hangs heavy. Inhale back into your table. Send the knees just a little bit wider and then temple the feet towards one another. Reset those hands nearer the top of the mat. Lengthen through the spine. Take an inhale. Send the hips back. Exhale, send hips forward. Inhale, send it back. Exhale forward. Nice and gentle, inhale back. Exhale forward. And turn the elbows in just a little bit so the eyes of the elbows shine towards the top of your mat and then lower down. Release the legs long down the mat. Hands come under the shoulders. The legs move closer together. The tops of the feet are resting on the floor, and the low body is nice and relaxed. There's engagement just from the neck all the way up to the crown of the head, sending it away. The nose points down towards the mat. Take an inhale, press into the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades together, reaching up, and then release through the glutes. Hold and press. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Temple the fingers with elbows facing up towards the sky. Fingers and hands, or elbows rather, are at 90 degrees. Find the shape through the upper back, and then we'll inhale to lift up. Hold 2 breaths. Inhale. Lower with control. And bring palms under shoulders. Sit the hips back. Stretch through the length of the spine as the hips lower into a child's pose. And then let those arms come long on either side of the legs. Shoulders roll down towards the floor. Take an inhale. And then exhale. Let's make our way into that tabletop shape. Notice how you're feeling with that extended child's pose, allowing yourself that stillness as we move into movement once again. So fingers spread nice and wide, length through the spine, crown reaches away. Take your inhale, reach crown and tailbone up. Find the sip at the top of the inhale. And then exhale, round in. And finding the extra sip at the bottom. Inhale, rising up. Extra sip. Exhale, release. And press it out even more. Move just like that. One more. Beautiful. Finding that neutral spine, curling toes, lifting hips. And then slowly walk hands back towards feet. Let's meet at the back of the mat in a forward fold. Big bend in those knees, head hangs heavy. Go ahead and find your side to side sway here. The backs of the legs are cold, but let the upper body just hang heavy. Just allow this release, sending awareness to the low back body. And give it one more breath. And come into your stillness, deeper bend in the knees. Take an inhale. And exhale, rise up into your mountain. Ripple up through the length of the spine. Find a cleansing breath. Give it 2 more. Inhale, send the arms up over the head. Let the palms come to touch. And then release the shoulders, bringing the elbows down on either side of the ribs. Bring the hands down in front of the heart, bow, chin to chest. Find a cleansing breath. Take an inhale, lift the arms up, keep the palms together, gaze follows the thumbs. And then exhale, bend the knees a lot. Start to bring the hands back down towards center. Reach the crown of the head away. Hold this chair. Fingertips touching at the brow. And take an inhale. And exhale, slow rise up, sending the gaze and the arms back up towards the sky. Fingertips touch, send the pelvis forward, little bitty back bend. Inhale fresh. Exhale, moving back into that same shape. Chair with chin bowed down towards chest. Fingertips touching at the brow, linked through the spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, rise up. Arms reach up. Hips move forward. Glutes engage. Baby back bend. Inhale, bring it through center. Exhale, forward fold. Feel into the low back body once again. And release the crown of the head towards the floor. Move into your stillness and begin to walk your hands forward. We're going to meet in a plank or a kneeling plank. Send the heels back, crown long, booty low, breathe. And inhale. Let those knees come to the mat a little bit wider than hips. Feet come together. Let the hips fold forward. Coming into this modified version of up dog. And then send the hips back. Find a child's pose. Release through the low back. Inhale, rise up. Walk hands over to the right. Exhale, lengthen through that left side body as you lower the crown and the chest back down towards the earth. And breathing into that left hip. And that whole left side body. And inhale, rise up. Let's move through center. Exhaling all the way over to the left and down. Stretching through that right side body all the way to the right hip. Inhale, rising up, bringing those hands back to center. Reset your table, lengthen through the spine. Take an inhale, send the right leg back behind, and then bring knee to nose. Let's step this right foot through. Take an inhale, rise up, kneeling crescent, settle the shoulders. Take an inhale, send the left hand to the right knee, and then let this right arm circle down towards the booty, towards the low back. Press the fingers towards the booty, palm up towards the low back. Send the gaze up. Inhale, hand comes up from the right. Exhale, left hand comes up. Bring the hands down either side of that right foot and curl your toes to lift into a low lunge. Keeping that left ball of the foot on the floor, ripple up. Find the hands in front of the heart in a kneeling crescent. If you need to keep that left knee down here, you can. It's fine. Allow yourself the practice that you need today. And take an inhale, arms rise. Left hand comes to that right knee again. Right hand comes right back where it was. Shine the heart forward, lift the chin. Breathe. Squeeze that right elbow in towards center. Squeeze that left buttock for support. And allow that burning to happen. Just breathe through, settle in, 2 more breaths. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale the left arm up. Fresh breath. Exhale, hands come down either side of the right foot. Make your way into a down dog. Pedal through the feet. Release through the head. Notice the openness on one side of your body as compared to the other. And appreciate the difference. Allow your mind to wander from the tightest part to the most open. And allow there to be hope there. Inhale, slowly start to let these knees come all the way back down to the mat. Let's take a brief child's pose here, feeling into the middle of the back. Inhale, meet me back in your table, long spine, knees under hips. We'll take an inhale, send the left leg back, and then bring knee to nose, let it come through. We'll rise up, finding that kneeling crescent. Bring the right hand to the left knee. Inhale that left arm back. Fingers touch towards the booty, and the palm up towards the middle of the back. Little bitty back bend, lift the chin. And where's the breath? Inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, right arm comes up. Fresh inhale here. Exhale, hands fold down on either side of that left foot. Curl right toes, find your low lunge. And do what you need to do to feel steady here. We'll come up to that low lunge. Inhale that right hand over to the left knee. Left hand comes at the small of the back. Lunge in, lift the chin. Keep the eyes open to help you balance. Squeeze that right glute. Squeeze in that left elbow. Inhale, left arm comes up. Right arm comes up. Fresh breath. Exhale, forward fold, finding that down dog. Pedaling through the feet, noticing the opening. And take an inhale, let those knees hover, bringing them all the way to the mat. And then giving yourself a child's pose or a sip of water, whatever you need. And give it one more breath. Beautiful. Start to bring yourself into your table once again. We're gonna swing the feet over to one side, come to the booty. Have your firm pillow or bolster and blocks nearby. So we're gonna stretch a little bit deeper into the hamstrings here. So let me put this on this side so you can see me. So you've got the legs extended out front. It's okay if the blanket's still here. And we're going to try to flex the feet. If it's too much on the legs to have the feet flexed, then you can have them a little soft. Press the tailbone into the floor and lengthen through the crown of the head. Bring those arms out front, just like we did at the beginning of class. Bring those shoulders in line with the upper body And then shine those palms away from you. Fingers spread nice and wide. Take an inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up. And exhale, bring the hands down next to the hips, chin down towards chest. Inhale, lift up just like that. Start to hinge forward just a little bit through the hips. And then exhale, hands come down, chin comes into chest. Again, inhale, a further hinge. And exhale, lower down. And when you find your edge, breathe in and out. Find the sip. Find the extra release. And then hold. And soften through the mouth. Beautiful, one more. Use those hands on either side of the legs to bring yourself up. And then we're going to take this bolster and the blocks. So we're going to put the blocks on the medium setting. So remember, we have small, medium, tall, just like coffee. So we're going to have them on the medium setting. And then we're going to take our bolster and we're going to put it right on top of the blocks. So if you don't have this, anything that you need, it doesn't matter if it's like one big thick thing, and it could actually even be a little bit taller than this. You could do this on the tallest setting if you so choose. In fact, I'll demonstrate it from there. So you can have it as high as you think is going to feel okay, and then you're going to bring it as close to you as you can to still be able to move around it. Bring the knees over to one side. Get your hip as close as you can to this little tower that we've built. And then let the legs come right at the knee crease to your little shape that you've made. And then let yourself lay all the way back. Take up some space with the upper body. And then start at the toes. Ripple awareness all the way up the legs. Where can they completely release? Do the feet fall out to the side? Do the knees fall out to the side? Do you feel stable? This little tower and part of your body resting on it. And come into that breath. Notice the belly rise. Let the breath come even further this time, all the way into the rib cage. And releasing down below the belly button as you let the breath completely go. And let the breath come further this next breath, all the way up to the collarbones. Find the top of the breath, sip in just a little bit more. And then exhale, begin to release through the collarbones, through the ribs, to the belly. Extra little push out, deep low belly. Let everything go. Soften the tension. Allow the release.
Bring enough awareness back into the space to reach the arms long over the head. Stretch through the upper body. Give yourself a big, deep inhale. And exhale, let the shoulders release. Shine the heart up towards the sky. Really round through the low back, reaching the belly button up towards the sky, pressing the sacrum into the earth. Breath in the belly. A slow release. One more. Beautiful. Release through the legs, and as gently, or as non-gently as you can, go ahead and bring yourself up. You're going to take that bolster and the 2 blocks, and you're going to set them up towards the other end of your mat. So I'm going to keep the back block on the medium setting, and I'm going to bring the front block to the lowest setting right in front. I'm going to find my bolster right back behind me with the front of it on the floor and the rest of it on the blocks. So we're feeling really supported there. So then what you're going to do is to bring a hip, and you might be on an opposite side of me, and we're going to do both sides, but bring one hip to the edge of the bolster that's on your mat. And then the legs can be in a shape that serves. This serves me. It may serve you to keep a leg long. It may serve you to have wider legs. But all you're going to do is bring the hands to the heart, press really firmly into whatever hip or tailbone is sitting next to the bolster. Take an inhale, and then exhale, let yourself start to turn. Find those temple fingers on either side of that bolster, and then slowly start to walk your hands down, letting the belly make its way on to the pillow. And then maybe you come to elbows, maybe the same cheek rests. Maybe it's opposite. So maybe you turn the gaze away, depending on how deep you want the restoration to be. And then allow yourself to soften once again, scanning from soles of feet all the way down and then all the way back up. Press either hand into the floor under your shoulders to lift yourself up, and then bring yourself all the way back up to seated. And then you can just turn, bringing the other hip to the side of the bolster, and then press in, ripple up, take an inhale, find that gentle twist towards the pillow, fingers on either side, slow walk down. And decide how you'd like the upper body to be. And then allow yourself just to fall on the bolster. Just release onto it. And bring those hands under shoulders to press yourself up. And bring yourself all the way back where your legs are long towards the top of your mat. And then let your back come, your low back, your sacrum come to the edge of the bolster. And then slowly let yourself roll down. Head completely relaxes and is supported. I like to bend my knees here. Some people like to let the soles of the feet come together and send the knees wide. You could also keep the legs long. So elbows are going to bend, heart is going to open. And give yourself a cleansing breath. And slowly bring some awareness back into this space. And shimmy the inside edges of your feet to touch. Let your knees fall to one side. Roll off the bolster, back onto the mat. And give yourself just another moment to feel completely supported. As you're ready, you can begin to make your way back up into a comfortable seat. We'll meet there together with hands at the heart, chin bowed down towards chest. Our quote for today is from Bob Proctor. He wrote, "When fear enters your mind, flip the switch and choose faith. After all, both fear and faith demand you believe in something you cannot see." May you know kindness and may you be kind. And until we meet together again, gratitude for practicing with me today. Namaste.